that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
It's Swift to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Right back to Swift again on second down. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Connection made to Ruckert. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. The Cardinals hit 10-1 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Now left side on the swing pass. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's the option going right. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback. 47 yards. And the Cards post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try to take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly just lost. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here's Jake Camarda now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Fisher. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way!" and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turned the ball over.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones.
His pass complete to Ruckert.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off play action. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
That's complete to Pierce.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On 2nd and inches, Jones.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Titans on 3rd down, but pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Flush to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football is all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Cards, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's starting to look like it won't.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a minute, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.